Once again, welcome to the webinar. Thank you all for joining in for the session. My name is Ram Krishna and I'm a career mentor and I'm associated with Dheya for the last 4 years. I come from an information technology background, spent over 18 years in the field of information technology and transformed myself as a career mentor, career counselor over the last 4 years. I'm also a proud parent of a 10th grade school going daughter. So if you are a parent who are attending this session, I know what challenges we come across in the early teens and with related to career planning besides mentoring students. So first of all, why do we need to plan a career? So I'm going to give you a quick. Do we really need to plan our careers, our children's careers? Did we all plan our careers when we were of that age, 10th or 12th grade, as parents or as grown-ups now? Or why is it important for us to be deeply involved in our children's career planning? If you are a parent attending this session, or if you are a student, what is that? Why is it important? Imagine if you want to go on a holiday. This summer you want to go on a holiday. So typically when you decide to go on a holiday or when you think of going on a holiday, the first thing that comes to your mind is, what is our holiday destination? Which place are we going to go? That's the first question that comes to our mind. And once we decide on our destination, our holiday destination, then we go ahead and do the planning of. The next step is to do the planning, how to get there. What is the mode of transport that we're going to get there? And parallelly, we also plan what are the do's and don'ts in our holiday destination. Where to stay, what to eat, what not to do, what kind of clothes do we need to pack. All these comes as a later planning. But the first and foremost question to be answered is the holiday destination. Then we decide on what is the mode of transportation. Now, look at the career planning, which is similar to holiday planning. For a 1 week or a 10-day holiday planning, we at least do 1 month or 2 months ahead, of discussion, planning, all the bookings and all that, isn't it? We all are going to spend at least 35 to 40 years of active career lives. That is basically you start working at the age of 25. You have a chance to work until 65. Of course, there's no limit. We can work beyond that as well. So for a 1 week to 10-day holidays, we plan so much ahead. Now imagine if it is a 40-year work life, how much planning should we put in ahead of times? How many details do we need to work out? So that is what the career planning or the career guidance makes it very important. What is our destination? Like we plan for our holiday destination, let's understand what is that we are going to become in our lives. If you are a student, ask yourself a question. What do I want to become in my life as I grow up, as I evolve? I'm not asking about what do you want to study. I'm not asking about which course you want to undergo. That comes later. The first question to be answered is, what is that you want to become? I want to become an astronomer. I want to become an entrepreneur. I want to win Olympic gold medal for my country. I want to become a musician. So this is what I meant. What do you want to become in life? Now, once you decide on what do you want to become in life, then comes how to get there, how to become. This is the mode of transportation when you compare with the holiday planning. This is the mode of transportation. Now, if you want to become a surgeon, you need to take science as a major and then biology as a major and then move ahead in the path, do medicine and so on. If you want to become a researcher, if you want to become a scientist, depending on which area, which segment you want to get into, you have to major in those subjects, major in that topics. If you want to become an astronomer, if you want to become a sports personal, what is that you have to do? At least you have to spend 6 to 8 hours every day in the coaching center, in the playground. So first, always understand, decide on the destination, that what you want to become. Not just I completed 10th grade, now I'll do because I finished my 12th grade, then I'm career planning or career guidance is not about moving from one grade to the other grade. It's all about becoming somebody. building an identity, right? That's the idea here. If you are a 10th grade student, what is that one question? If you have completed your exams, board exams, or if you're going to complete your board exams, what is that one key question that every student and every parent will have in their mind? What is that my child, or if you are a student, what am I going to do after my 10th grade? What are my options? That's the key question to be answered. Now, similarly, if you are a 12th grader, if you have finished your 12th grade board exams, or if you're going to finish, the key question that you have to answer, or that keeps you worried, is what am I going to do after my 12th grade? What are my options? So though that is the area of discussion today that we're going to see. Besides doing your 12th grade or intermediate or plus 2, you could do a 3-year polytechnic diploma, or you could do an ITI, industrial training, for a 2-year, which is technical and non-technical. And as you see the rest of the boxes on the screen, you have various other options like skills, national skills qualification, which is more of a diploma in vocation, a specific vocation, which is a 3-year program, skill development courses, and PMKVY, depending on what you want to do. And the other important factor I want to call out here, NIOS, open schooling, National Institute of Open Schooling. If you choose maths, physics, chemistry after your 10th, that MPC or PCM, right, which is the most sort of one of the most sort of streams or groups. If you do PCM, then where will that lead you to? By default, every parent and child will answer that engineering is going to be the most sort of it. Well, engineering has got more than 100 different disciplines, ranging from automation to robotics to marine to dairy technology to environmental. Besides the mother branches like mechanical, civil, and electrical, there are many other options. Of course, it is one of the most students would aspire to pursue engineering as a course. But unfortunately, what do you do after pursuing electrical engineering or a chemical engineering? That student may land up in a software company. Here comes an interesting question. If not engineering, then what? Now, data science, one could get into armed forces, do a design. Even if you are from a maths, physics, chemistry, that PCM background, you could also make a career in economics and finance. That's also a possibility. You could become a cybersecurity specialist, pursue forensic science, fashion technology, major in mathematics, pursue merchant navy. These are the various careers other than engineering if you go through the PCM stream. Nautical science, nuclear science, statistics, planning, operations research. These are the various other careers with PCM. Typically, after PCM, besides your engineering, these are the various undergraduate programs. Like you could pursue Bachelor of Science as an undergraduate program, Bachelor of Architecture, Bachelor of Planning, Bachelor of Design, Bachelor of Computer Applications, Bachelor of Fashion Technology, Bachelor of Commerce. For a PCM student, these are the typical undergraduate programs for you to get an idea, other than just a Bachelor of Engineering or Bachelor of Technology. Let's shed some light on biology, physics, and chemistry. That is basically your pure science stream. PCB or BiPC is what we call, which most students would opt this for to become in the virtue of becoming a doctor, pursuing medicine. Right. Well, medicine, we all know it is, which is most of us aspire to become to pursue medicine as a career, which is good. But unfortunately, we have very limited seats. More than over 16 to 18 lakh students appear for that NEET exam year on year, and we have put together every discipline of that undergraduate medicine program. We have over 1 lakh seats. That means almost every one seat is competed by almost 20 people. Right? So the competition is intense. Again, my submission here, medicine is not end of the world. And as you see, those are the different medicine options available. Besides MBBS, there is BDS, naturopathy, Unani, Ayurvedic and homeopathy. These are the various other options which is typically under the lines of healthcare and medicine. As I said, medicine is not end of the world, my friends. Let's look at what are our options. If not medicine, then what? Allied medicine, physiotherapy, audiology, occupational therapy, cardiac care. These are the allied medicine are the one of the most crucial professionals who are going to make sure the pre and post traumatic experiences, they make sure the patients recover well. For example, physiotherapy. Imagine a patient underwent both the knee replacement surgery, both the knees. The surgery takes for about few hours, but the crucial role of a physiotherapist plays here. Physiotherapy plays a crucial role here in making sure the patient recovers or sail through after surgery. So allied medicine plays a crucial role. In some cases it is before, in some cases it is after. So these are the options available, allied medicine. Now, with PCB, other than that medicine and allied medicine, you can major in botany, zoology, microbiology, biochemistry, genetics, bioinformatics, which is much spoken about in the recent past. These are some of the majors that you could pursue. Not only that, virology and forensic science, agriculture science, food science, environmental science. These are the various other options that are available. Virologist, that is, virologist is the most tagged or heard term in the last 2 years due to COVID. Now I come across a lot of students who keep asking, sir, what it takes to become a virologist, right? That's a good way to look at it. So it is not just about if you are a PCB, if you are a more biology intense or interested student, it is not just a medicine. These are the options, my friend. Consider it, make a note of them. Do a little bit of research. This session gives you a high level idea of what are the various options available. And you should take some time to spend in making those notes and doing a bit of a research or reading about these options. And there are, of course, veterinary sciences, pharmacy, immunology, nutrition and dietetics, which plays a crucial role in any hospital, healthcare environment or in the sports segment, which is crucial. Commerce as an option here. What are the options available, my friends? Here, everybody talks about if I'm a commerce student, I will become a chartered accountant or a company secretary, which is good. We will talk about them as well. But look at here, one important thing. If you are a commerce student, after completing 10th grade, if you have picked up commerce with maths, then you have an opportunity of becoming an actuary, pursuing actuarial science, which is basically the risk planning, the financial risk planning in a way. The policies, the life insurance or insurance policies, the masterminds behind formulating those policies, those are the actuaries you can call. If you're a commerce student, you can become an economist. Somebody like next to Abhijit Banerjee, who is a Nobel laureate. He's an economist. Right? Banking and insurance sector. Of course, you could, with a commerce with maths background, you could pursue computer application, taxation, pursue law as a career. Don't limit to become a legal advisor. Try and become an advocate, because legal advisor's role is going to be replaced by machines. You must have heard about IBM Watson. So companies, organizations are hiring those machines instead of a legal advisor, instead of a human being, they are hiring those machines. So you have to become an advocate. So always keep in mind, when you choose a career, when you choose your destination, make sure it is futuristic, if not at least contemporary. Contemporary means it exists today and it is going to continue tomorrow as well. When you say tomorrow, it is not just tomorrow, in the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years to come. If you are a 10th grader or a 12th grader, you are going to come to work in the next 8 to 10 years. You're going to actually start working in that time. So you should choose a career which is futuristic enough, right? You have this investment banking, entrepreneurship. Why always you want to think about getting employed? Why don't you think about creating employment? That's all about entrepreneurship. And of course, those traditional professional courses, chartered accountancy, company secretary, chartered financial analyst, financial planning, financial risk manager. These are some of the professional courses. Typically, these are offered not so in a college background. They are more of a private education or on a coaching based. And I'm sure chartered accountancy and company secretary are the most sort of. And besides that, there are other certifications as well. The professional courses. Consider them. Some of them are globally recognized. Some, if you want to practice accountancy in India, you want to become a chartered accountancy certified accountants, probably you get opportunity to practice it outside India as well. Those are the options. Now, not only that, the next most important option you have is business administration. Now, generally, most students we come across, if they are from a commerce background, they say that, sir, I want to do my BBA. Now, here is my key question. Do you know the difference between business management and business administration? Within that business landscape, what are the options available for you? It is management studies, business analytics, business studies. What is that specific area? My advice or recommendation here is for students who are aspiring to choose BBA, BBM as a next path for them, as a next course for them after 12th grade, depending on their aspiration. You need to understand what is taught, what are the various specializations available in those. For example, in business management, you have taxation, you have finance, you have HR. There are a lot of options, specializations. So which is that one area you are more interested in? Because as you move ahead in your career, you will be specializing in a specific area of academic subject. So that is going to be very crucial. You got to keep that in mind. So if it is not just BBA and BBM, it is about Bachelor of Management Studies, Bachelor of Business Analytics, and Bachelor of Business Studies as well. So those are the various options available if you are with commerce. And this doesn't necessarily require a maths to be available with you. Okay. And other options. What are the other options? You could also, if you have maths with commerce, then you could consider, joining armed forces through NDA. If not, you could look at mass communication, hospitality, tourism, hotel management, export management, event management. Of course, design is also an option for the commerce students. So do consider that. Wonderful. Now, I brought up here a little bit of specializations within that BBA, as I was calling earlier: finance, marketing, HR, entrepreneurship. Most importantly, the international relations, my friends. You can do sports as a specialization in BBA, business administration, besides the retail and supply chain. Look at the number of careers that we are talking today. And that is still a handful of them. That is not an exhaustive list, my friends. Okay. So now for an undergraduation, for a commerce student, typically what are those undergraduation degrees, undergraduation courses? BCom honors, Bachelor of Commerce. That is one most of us would know. Bachelor of Design. And law as an opportunity, BA LLB or BCom LLB, Bachelor of Hotel Management, Business Administration, Bachelor of Computer Applications. These are the undergraduate programs that you come across after your commerce at your +2 level. Okay, so now traditionally it has been said that if you don't qualify for any of those above 3, then you got to go and choose these humanities or arts. When I say that if you don't qualify for PCM, PCB or commerce, then you end up choosing arts or humanities as your stream, which was true when I was of your age until 25-30 years back, because that's how things were looked at. But the fact today, the arts or humanities are the most sort of careers. Let me put it this way, my friends. The problems that are created by science or the consequences that come out of the scientific inventions have to be resolved by humanities, that is the social sciences. You make an invention in science, it creates a consequence. Then social sciences is the area that has to be resolving that. So which is humanities. right? So that's how we decide. And there's another way to put this. Humanities are having the most number of careers when you compare with sciences. And this is a vast area. This is a vast area, which is like, untapped. Let's look at what are the options, because everybody think that is it really worth? What are the placement opportunities, employment opportunities is what they call it. But things have been changing in the last 15 years in our India as a landscape. Things have been changing, and in the years to come, in the 5-10 years, in the years to come, there'll be more changes, more opportunities created. But only thing is because of that fixed mindset, because of that resistance, these are less talked, these are less advertised. If you go and see any advertisement across, you will see most of it for the engineering and medicine, but the rest of them are less talked or less hyped. It is so unfortunate, but things have changed. Engineering and medicine are very good, no doubt about it, unless and until you are, suitable for it. You don't have to be obligated just because everybody is walking that path. And you could do your own research about all these commerce and humanities careers. Now let's look at it. Psychology, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. You can do in the applied, psychology. You could still work in the healthcare sector, but not directly treating patients, but administering certain psychological aspects, psychological assessments, in uncovering various challenges that person is facing. Law, of course, historian, political science, international relations, archaeology, hotel management, and I must also say that here, if a student is aspiring for a UPSC or Group 1 kind of exams, the most suitable path would be humanities. Now, I only say that it is the most suitable. That doesn't mean that other undergraduate programs are not suitable or not eligible. They are also eligible. All that a UPSC or a Group 1 require is you be a 21 year of age, and then you have an undergraduate qualification. Then you will be eligible to take up those exams. But if you go with humanities as a subject, because that is the area that you're going to work mostly. But I always wonder, students who complete MBBS come back and do, UPSC exams. That's like, where is your nose? The straight answer is this. But some people try and show it the other way around. Okay, which is also okay, but it's a painful process. But with due respect, there must be some challenges they would have faced. But if you're not aware of the career paths, then it is you're going to it will be a painful journey, my friends. Now there are other opportunities like mass communication, journalism, social work, social services. This is a less talked about. Right? Everybody thinks that social work is you don't make money in it. There are professional social services, professional social work, where you get an opportunity. You get paid well as well. Sociology, you can specialize in foreign languages, mass communication, journalism, literature, design, event management. Various opportunities with humanities as well, my friends. Anthropology, media studies, liberal arts. Believe me, liberal arts is catching up in the last, I would say 6 to 8 years time, especially some of the private universities. The new age universities have been promoting this liberal arts education. And the beauty of this is basically you get to major in psychology, minor in mathematics. That's how crazy the combinations would be. Some new age universities have been doing it in the last 6 to 8 years time. And of course, government is also taking sufficient initiatives to support the liberal arts education. We are actually a little bit behind in the race of embracing the liberal arts education. And besides that, environmental studies, philosophy, those are the various options. right? So typically, if you are going on a humanities road, you get to see the Bachelor of Arts is one undergraduate program. By the way, do you know that Bachelor of Arts, the the degree which is which most students in India, the majority of the undergraduate students qualify with Bachelor of Arts, not engineering, not MBBS, not even BCom, not even BSc. BA is the course which most students come out with across India, right? And you also have that, Bachelor of Mass Media, BA LLB, that's a law course, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Design. These are the various undergraduate options that you come across with humanities. These are all after your 12th grade, my friends. Career planning is not just, career is not equal to education. Let me tell you that. Career is not equal to education. Career is equal to identity. What is that you want to become in your life? In simple form, right? So how do you make the decision? It is not just based on your academic interest. Of course, your academic interest is one of the major area, but what are the actual important components? It's your personality, it is your abilities, and it is your interest. And then these all three combined with your academic convenience, academic comfort, the subject knowledge, or your interest in that academic subject. You could put it that way. But primarily your personality, your ability, and your interest. These are the three major components that one should consider to make a career, to plan a career. Right? So for example, if a boy, a 10th grade school going boy, is very talkative, very outgoing, outspoken, willing to work outdoors, willing to mingle with people and go deal with people and do outdoor kind of activities. That is the nature of that person. That is the personality of that person. Now, for some reason, this child is put into MPC against his will, and he was asked to do computer science engineering, and he got into a job of sitting in front of a computer 8 to 10 hours a day and doing coding, which is not suiting his personality by nature, because this boy prefer to work outdoor, prefer to deal with people, mingle with people, work with people, influence people, work for people causes. This is the nature of that person. This is the personality of that person. But we have made that person to sit in front of a computer 8 to 10 hours a day. Then he will be spending a mediocre life throughout his career. Ideally, we should have found out, based on his personality, we would have helped this child to navigate a career, say in in people managing, say about journalism, mass media, or communication. I'm just giving a high level example. Okay, now that doesn't mean to say the computer engineering or software programming is not a good job. They are very good. It should be suitable to the personality, and a child should have developed those abilities over a period of time, and of course it should be in their best interest. So keep in mind my submission here, my request here. It is not just because my child is doing maths, or I'm doing, as a student, I'm doing maths well, that doesn't mean that I'm going to choose MPC. You may choose it. That doesn't mean that you have to become only an engineer. What is your personality? Does the career that you're going to choose, is it in the best interest of your personality? Does your personality suit to it? That's the most crucial aspect. So having said that, and this is the structure how one should do, take into consideration when they're planning their careers. Now, having said that, here is what, as you see on your screen, we call it as a Deya Compass as a product, which is basically aimed to help, guide school students, which is a comprehensive guidance, for students. Right. So this is one area that you get, and we have another. And I'm not actually reading that whole of that what you see on your screen. I've already put that on the screen. So you get a mentor assigned, which is the most important thing is our mentors are the key differentiators when you look at Our mentors are experienced, at least 15 years experience. They come with a work-life experience. Somebody who has spent over 15 years or approximately 15 years in the work life, in different facets of work life. So we have over 4,000 mentors who help our students in this mentoring. It is not just somebody who claim to be an academic counselor come and guide. No. And we also do an unbiased career guidance. We consider many factors like personality, ability, interests, besides that various other factors before we guide a child, before we mentor a child. Okay, so this is one aspect, and of course we also have something called a navigator is what is another which is like compass plus a little bit more you get in this, which is also aimed at students. It's a comprehensive, a big picture, throughout. You get an end-to-end planning. Okay, so these are the two aspects, and I would suggest please take few moments after this meeting to get onto our website and go through the products, what it is offering to you. They are Compass and they are Navigator. Those are aimed at typically at 8th to 12th grade students, and one is a guidance, the other one is a comprehensive planning, in other words, to call it. So those are the two offerings that we have, and in both those products we uncover the child's personality, ability and interests and spend a lot of time with the child, okay, before giving guidance. So those are the opportunities that we could extend to all our friends who are attending the session today. And now, on that note, it's time. We have over 10 minutes, ample time to answer questions, to take questions. Now, I would request Niharika or Swati to enable the chat so that we can respond to questions. We can take questions. Niharika, ma'am.
Chat is enabled, sir, and there is a question also.
Yeah, I can't see the chat for some reason. Is that somehow you could also make me to see the chat? For some reason.
Okay, can I read out the question meanwhile?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, so the question is, if I choose science PCB with forestry and wildlife, what degree I need to do next?
Okay, so PCB, you choose PCB and you want to do forestry. You will have Bachelor of Science as an undergraduate program, my friend, whoever is asking that question. The short answer is Bachelor of Science, and you got to do specialization with the area of interest. That's a short answer for you. And yes, that's a wonderful career if you are wanting to do. Okay, I hope that answers. And if I see the chat, that would be more easy. But nevertheless,
you're unable, sir. You are unable, sir. Can you just go to the chat section and see? So the next question is, if I choose to do BBA and MBA, what job can I do?
Okay, so wonderful question, but this is again a fixed mindset. We always think about I do BBA, MBA, then I go and do some job. But have you decided what is it you want to become, my friend? And why do you want to do BBA and MBA? That's the first thing that you need to answer. Okay, first figure that out. But however, I will answer your question. If you do MBA, like I said, depending on the specialization that you do at your undergraduation and post-graduation, if you're specialized in marketing, if you're specialized in HR, if you're specialized in industry, international relations, if you're specializing in finance, if you're specializing in taxation, depending on the specialization, you will get a job. You could also appear for some public sector exams. You can get into banking, finance, insurance, depending on your interest in specialization. Those are the opportunities. You can become an investment banker, financial planner, All those are the various options. You can get into digital marketing if you're specialized in marketing as such, right? So that's those are the various options available. But however, I would suggest first decide on your destination, my friend. As I mentioned in the beginning, career is not about moving from one grade to the other grade. It is not about finishing 10th grade, finishing 12th grade, finishing undergraduation, and finishing post graduation. If you don't know where is that journey taking you to, then it's going to be very tough for you. Okay, thank you. Can we move to the next question?
Yeah, next question is what to do after BSc Psychology?
Okay, so if you want to pursue psychology as a major, and if you want to become a psychologist, then don't limit yourself doing BSc Psychology. Go for post graduation, MSc Psychology or MA Psychology, and then do your PhD as well. That will give you enough academic credential for you to start your practice or you to be employed in the mental well-being segment, right? In the mental wellness, healthcare. So don't limit yourself with only BSc Psychology. The short answer to your question is BSc Psychology, then MSc Psychology or MA Psychology, and then you could do your PhD, doctorate, earn the doctorate, so that you could start your private practice, or you could go and look out for an employment opportunity with the mental well-being. This could be in a hospital segment, or this could be an NGO, various other opportunities. So my suggestion is don't limit only to BSc. And by the way, I would also touch upon, you could also do BA Psychology. If somebody is in 12th grade, and you could also do BA Psychology if you're not too keen about science, which is more of the application side of psychology rather than the science side of psychology. That's also an opportunity. Thank you. Can
I
move
hope
next question?
Yeah, Vinita must have got her answer. So Mahika is asking, is it possible to have multiple careers in today's time?
Yeah. So the recent statistics or research has been proving yes, it is possible. I'm one example standing in front of you as a testimony today. I spent over 18 years in the field of information technology. Now I put that aside and I've transformed myself as a career mentor, and I do this full time. So that means this is for the last 4 years I've transformed into a different career altogether. Right? So that's what that's one case study which is a live testimony to you. Now there could be other dimension to it. Some people come and ask, can I pursue multiple careers at a time? Like, can I do multiple things at a time? Well, you could do. But the only limitation is when you are doing too many things at a time, your attention is diverted. You become a jack of all trade and master of none. Right? That's a danger. Now, but having you asking that question, yes, it is quite possible in the current times. And it has been proved that it has been estimated that the youngsters of this generation who are in the teens and early teens, they are expected to change at least 4 to 5 careers in their active work life, and they are expected to even do 2 things at a time. And the future is not about a 9 to 5 job. Future is about freelancing. Future is about revenue sharing. Future is about gig economy. So we are going to trade our time. We may not be doing one job or one activity throughout our day. It is no longer a 5-day work week in the years to come, my friends. Yes, the short answer is yes, it is quite possible, and be open to it. Be open to it and be ready to embrace that radical change that we're going to experience in the years to come.
Right. Can I take the next question now?
Please shoot.
Okay, there are many lined up. So the next is Pratik is asking, can I take diploma of mechanical and take lateral entry to design engineer?
Okay, so design, let's understand first, design is a broad spectrum. It has got multiple segments in it. One is industrial design, fashion design. Of course, there are other aspects. I'm just giving it as an industrial design and fashion design. When you look at an industrial design, you can become an automobile design, or you can become any other industrial shop floor kind of a design. And when it comes to fashion design, fashion technology, fashion design, it's more of apparel, interior, all those jewelry, those kind of things. So the only thing is, if you're already on that path, if you're asking this question because you're already on that path, the eligibility and entry criteria, which is what plays a key role when you want to get to design. And the good news is, my friend, design is open to all streams. It is not restricted to only a science or a non-science. It is open to all streams. So you can jolly well go and, if you realize that design is your calling, please go ahead and do it. And if you are with that mechanical diploma background, I would suggest an ideal option would be industrial design. Okay,
Right.
hope that answers.
Right, sir. So we have very less time and many questions to cover. So then the next one is Bachelor of Science good to become a forest officer or any other degree I need?
Yeah, I think you need to go with a science, with a biology, that background primarily. Yes, it is, but you may not be able, the entry and eligibility may not be appropriate if you choose a commerce or humanities. Better have that science background. Yes.
Great. Next question is, sir, if I take PCM, then after 2 years, can I come back to commerce?
Why not? If you looked at, one of my slide earlier, even a PCM student can go back and pursue commerce as a career. The answer is yes. For
Okay.
some reason you chose MPC, then after 12th grade or in 12th grade you decided, no, this is not my calling, this is not going to work for me. For some reason you decided that way. Then you want to go into the commerce, you want to become a financial planner, you want to become a taxation specialist, or you want to become an insurance risk planner, or you want to pursue an actuarial science. These are all the possibilities. Or you can go and do your BBM, BBA. Those are the opportunities. That is quite possible, my friend.
Okay. He's asking two more questions. Quickly, let me read out. Do we have future in CA and CS? And also he's asking, what should I take if I am in confusion of CA or IIM?
Okay, so IIM is an institution, my friend, which offers a management, majorly the post-graduation management courses, IIM. So let's put it that, okay, let's put it that aside. Now CA and CS, I will tell you something here, the shocking news here for all of you who are actively listening to the conversation. Accountancy, the traditional accountancy as a career is going to die. It is already dying. Please don't limit yourself to the traditional accounting as a career. Specialize. For example, forensic accounting. All the majority of the accounting mundane routine type of tasks have been automated. Digitization, computerization have been taking it over significantly. So that calls you to, if I do CA, does it have future? Yes, you could still do CA, but you got to specialize. Don't limit yourself only to the traditional accounting practice. You got to specialize in that area. And company secretary, which is nothing but a legal advisory for the board of directors, traditional way of defining it, which is also a career. But as I said, legal advisory, reading out the rules and regulations, policies and procedures, no longer require a human being. They're already hiring machines. So keep in mind, don't limit you only to that level. Take to the next level your academic journey, to the next level. As I said earlier in the conversation, make sure the career that you choose is futuristic, at least contemporary. So that's my suggestion to you, whoever has asked that question. Let's keep rolling.
Right. So Nehal, Mahika, Narendra, Shyam, four more questions are to go, and we have.
No, we can spend Niharika ma'am, we can spend little more time. I'm absolutely fine with it. Let's give them the opportunity.
Yeah. So let me read out. Nehal is asking, can a student with BBA do MBA in international relations?
Yes. Answer is yes, you could do. But why do you
Okay.
want to do international relations? I always question you that. If you see all my answers, first, did you decide what you want to become in your life? And why
Yeah.
are you doing that course?
Right.
Next question.
Great. So Narendra is asking, my goal is to complete engineering and specific goal is to become IAS. How to crack?
I already spent a few minutes on that conversation. You want to become an IAS officer. That means you want to pursue UPSC as your aspiration, but you want to do engineering. Now tell me, first of all, as I mentioned earlier, to pursue UPSC or become an IAS, IFS or IPS, all you need to be eligible is have an undergraduate degree and then be 21 years of age. That's the basic eligibility criteria. And you could do a BA, BCom, MBBS, engineering, anything. My suggestion to you, if you are aspiring to become an IAS or an IPS, I would narrate that same example. If somebody asks you to show your nose, show it this way. Don't try and show it this way, okay, which is a little complex. Okay, so better go with the humanities part. Now, how to crack? Let's answer that question. How to crack? There is no magic stick here to crack. It's all your effort. Okay, you start as early as possible. Don't wait. The one suggestion, the most important suggestion I can make, my friend, is don't wait until you complete your undergraduation to start your coaching or training to crack UPSC. Start parallelly right after your 12th grade, along with your first year of your undergraduation course. Make sure that you start your training, you start your coaching towards the journey. So then you can intensify it, after you complete it for 6 months or 1 year, and then you can appear and then, make those chances bright. There's no yardstick. Now, the second important aspect, don't fall prey for every other coaching institute who claim that they're going to get you crack that. Make sure you do your research and choose wisely when you go and choose your your coach, who's going to coach you, whatever coaching institute it is, because at the end of the day it's more of a coaching based, right? So those are the two pieces of advice I could suggest, my friend. Next question, please.
Right. So Harsh is asking, sir, please guide me about astrophysics.
Okay, so I'm assuming that if you want to pursue a career in astrophysics, so that means after you finish your 10th grade, you need to pursue maths, physics, chemistry as your mainstream subjects, be it whatever board you are pursuing, whether you are a state board or CBSE, IB, Cambridge, any board. Make sure that you have maths, physics, chemistry as your mainstream subjects. Point number one. Now, point number two, you could do engineering or you could do Bachelor of Science after your 12th grade. Bachelor of Science in physics, engineering in computer engineering, or any sort of engineering for that matter. Those are the two options. And after that, you actually get an opportunity. If you are willing to study this in India, you get this specialization at your master's level, MSc Astrophysics or MTech Astrophysics, right? That's the specialization that you get to. Okay, so that's how you could plan your path, my friend. I'll repeat, you could do engineering or Bachelor of Science, but primarily you should be from a maths, physics, chemistry background, at your +2 level, because that is an eligibility for you to enter into these courses. And at each level, you have those entrance examinations and all that, right? So that's an answer for you. Next question.
Right. So Adi Jain is asking, sir, I want to get in networking sector. Please tell how to crack it.
Okay, networking, is it computer networking or human networking? So I'm assuming it is a computer networking. So if you want to get into computer, Adi Jain, probably you may want to clarify that. But I'll give you, both sides of the answer so that you can relate. If you are thinking to get into computer networking, you want to become a network specialist or a network engineer in the field of information technology, then the best way is to do computer engineering or information technology or computer science and engineering, or you do Bachelor of Computer Applications or BSc Computer Science. All of that require you to choose maths, physics, chemistry as a baseline, right? And don't limit just with an undergraduate. You have to choose the professional certifications which are offered by the reputed organizations and they are recognized across the world. For example, Cisco offers networking certifications. Right, Cisco as a company offers networking certifications because their products have got a larger landscape in this world. So that's how you got to look at it. If your question is related to computer networking, now if your
Yes,
if your
he agrees.
question,
Yeah.
okay, fair enough. So I don't need to go to the human networking. So let's go to the next question.
Right. So Sadhna is asking, there is career in disaster management. Which course should she go for?
Okay, so disaster management is a specialization, I would say. Typically, you would choose this. You would get to choose this in the humanities. You can go with a humanities background. You can go with a history, geography, those kind of subjects. And disaster management, they are offered at a specialization at a post graduation level, and they are also offered as a diploma courses, diploma short term and a long term diploma courses as well. Right, so these are the I would the frontline commanding in the social life. So that itself tells that those are more of a humanities kind of. Now, if you're looking at a industrial specialization in the industrial area, they would require a little bit of technical knowledge. That would be a different, slightly different path. But to make it simple, you can go with humanities background, in pursuing those courses, and there are specialization at a master's level, and there are diploma courses, PG diploma courses or diploma courses which will lead you to that path. Right? Next question.
Super. So Viranjali Patil is asking, to become an IFS, do we need to give UPSC exam, and at
Yes.
what age we need to give UPSC?
21 years of age, you need to have an undergraduate qualification. Any undergraduation, I repeat, I think this is the fourth time this has come up, I know, which is UPSC's most sought, that I could sense. 21 years age is an eligibility. You need to be an undergraduate qualified. You can be BA, BCom, BSc, BE, BTech, MBBS, anything is possible. Yes, you need to give an exam UPSC. Next question, please.
Great. So Parth is asking, is it necessary to take commerce to become an entrepreneur?
Okay, so let me put it this way, my friend. That's a wonderful question. At least you're making my day, by not just asking the traditional questions. Okay, first let us understand what is entrepreneurship all about. Entrepreneurship is all about nurturing an idea and making that idea work in this world. In the process of making that idea work, or that idea worked out, you will generate employment, you will generate a lot of wealth, you will become a multi-millionaire, multi-billionaire. Right, this is a typical journey. So it is all about nurturing an idea, solving a problem that will help this world. That's primarily about entrepreneurship. Now, you can be from a science background, you can be from a commerce background, you can be from a humanities background, it doesn't matter. But the most important thing is, are you trying to nurture an idea, solve a specific problem? I'll make it very simple for you. This is a hot summer right now. We are sitting in hot summer, almost most of the country. Right? So now, ice cream is the most sort of thing in summer, and we have 1,000 different variants of ice cream. Now, entrepreneurship is coming up with a new flavor of ice cream which will appeal to the consumer. Simple example. Likewise, have you been nurturing an idea? And I'll give you a reference. There's a 9th grade school going boy in Mumbai who had started his entrepreneurial journey. He is solving the same day courier delivery service. He is tied up with the Mumbai Dabbawalas, my friend. This story is available on OMG History channel on YouTube. Please go and watch. Coming back to your question, To become an entrepreneur, education you need, because you will need to know the technicalities very well. But do you have an idea? You can become an entrepreneur at a 13-year age. You can become an entrepreneur at a 65-year-old, that age as well. So there's no age barrier. Pick up that idea. Look at a problem which is bothering this world. Try to solve that. Then you will be doing well in that entrepreneurial journey, my friend. Thank you. Next question.
So Malika is saying, I really want to take humanities, but people keep saying that it closes off lines. If I want to take something else in science in the future, then I won't be able to. Science students can later on become humanities students, but humanities students cannot. So I think this is everyone's
Yeah,
question and
I think this
confusion.
is confusion, and largely that is why everybody as a safe bet they choose science. So here is my modern answer to it. Go choose liberal arts, which is the future. As I said earlier, you can major in psychology and minor in mathematics. You will still get the weightage. Okay, so if you are contemplating that way, consider choosing liberal arts courses. There are a good handful of new age universities who are offering these liberal arts courses, and soon we will see it across the country, in the government as well. So yes, technically, this is only a technical limitation, that is an eligibility, and I'm sure in the years to come that will be wiped out. If you are humanities, you can't come back and pursue a science course. But if you have that zeal and aspiration, then I would suggest explore liberal arts courses and tailor it in such a way that suits your aspirations. I hope that answers your question.
Narendra is asking a similar, he's sharing a similar thought. After 10th, why not many are preferring to study social science subject groups in plus 12? So
Yeah, so
that's
that's a
statement. Why?
yeah, right. I think I understand your question. Maybe that's a pain. I would say it's a fixed mindset, herd mentality. The landscape in India, everybody want to make money out of that education. Unfortunately, I'm not favoring or offending anybody here, but medicine and engineering are the only two things that are most hyped, and they are the cash cows for those coaching institutions. That's why that's how we have been groomed over the years. I mean, no doubt about it, no opposition to them, but only thing is, don't limit. It is an unfortunate situation, but good thing is there's a significant change in the recent past in the thought process. Now, parents, I congratulate all the parents who are actually willing to let their children explore. If you don't let them explore, they're going to suffer in their careers. Please do give them that free hand to explore, make their decision. We as elders and parents, let's become enablers. Let's not force on them. I couldn't become a doctor because of certain limitations when I'm a child. Now I want to see that wish list fulfilled through my son or a daughter. That is not good. Let us give that free hand as mentors and as parents, as elders. Let's give that free hand to our youngsters. That's the only point I can add to that statement. Do we have next question?
Yes. Paramhansa is asking, sir, which is quite interesting an exploration career to do.
Okay, that's a very open-ended question, which is a broad. I would say if you are looking, if you are very keen on mathematics, then look at actuarial science as one of the opportunity. Okay. Now, if you are more into that biology, look at that oceanography, marine biology as an opportunity. Now, if you are more of an empathetic or willing to serve people, but you don't want to become a medical doctor, then look at psychology as an option. Now, if you are a tech savvy and if you are more in the hands-on equipment oriented person, look at robotics. mechatronics. As I mean, these all the careers are like the futuristic, the trending and the futuristic ones, right? So I hope that gives you some contextual information, my friend. Can we move to the next question, please?
Right. So Dave is asking, should I take master's degree for architecture or should I get an experience in a firm? I am currently preparing for competitive exams for architecture.
Okay, wonderful. So practical knowledge will always precede over your theoretical knowledge, my friend. This is a fact of our lives. Now, I would say here, take that opportunity because there's each either options have got the pros and cons. Now, typically, if you break your academic journey after your BArch and then go for an experience of 1 or 2 years, then probably there are other factors that will influence, and probably you may not be able to go and do your masters after your job experience. That's a danger. Now, if you complete at one stretch and then go for the after masters experience, work experience, that's one way to look at it. Now, if you are a self-driven, self-reliant, self-motivated person, you have a clear on your objective that you want to become one of the renowned architects of the world, and you are going to be the architect of the next Burj Khalifa of this world. If you are super clear about it, then it doesn't matter whether you do it, whether you gain some practical experience after your undergraduation and then do masters, or complete your masters and then get to the work experience. But I would give you a hybrid approach, my friend, which probably you wouldn't have thought through. Do some apprenticeship, do some internships while you are studying outside of your college, outside of your classroom, so that that zeal of practical experience can be quenched. This is a hybrid approach I would study it. Use your summers for that. between the first year, second year, right? Let's say you're a 12th grader, you're preparing for that NATA or JEE Advanced. I'm assuming it that way. So then, after you get to admission into BArch, between the 2 years of, you have a month or 2 months of holidays, use that time wisely in spending in a practical experience. Okay, that's a hybrid approach I would suggest. Okay, I hope that helps.
Sir, he's further asking, can you also suggest some best colleges in India for BArch?
Yeah, as I mentioned, you could go through these, IITs are the ones where you will have to clear the second paper in advanced, right? So that's one option available for you. That's the best one. And of course, there are other, institutions. So I would suggest I would limit our conversation for now to those IITs since you asked the top. Now, if you want to know what are those top 10, top, 20 colleges, there is something called NIRF ranking, which the Union Government of Human Resource Department has been, giving these rankings to the institutions. Please make a note, my friend. NIRF ranking. Just go Google it out. You get that web page address. Just go inside and then see it yourself firsthand. What are those top architecture colleges in this country? Okay, next question. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. And thank you for spending time on a Friday evening. And do take care and have a good, wonderful weekend ahead. And happy careers to all of you. Thank you so much.